What's going on with it, man? Y'all already know what it is and who it is, man. It's the masterpiece, mouthpiece, Sinful to P. Speaking so fluently and eloquently in the spectacular vernacular, man, called realism. One more again. And before I even begin, allow me to give some information just in case if somebody decides to have a conversation with me later on. You can simply just get into the inbox on either Facebook page. You know what I mean? I got a Facebook page, SIN spacebar, FUL spacebar, GILMORE. You could also reach me on my other one, Philip Gilmore, PHILLIP GILMORE. And you can also hit me on Instagram at SIN2_FUL. I want all my subscribers, everybody, to follow me on Instagram because a lot of times before I go live, you know what I mean, I let everybody know pretty much on Instagram first. So, you know what I mean, if you want to be the first to be informed, definitely go to Instagram, SIN2_FUL, get into the DM and let me know, you know what I'm saying, that you fucking with me on this YouTube shit. As far as my Snapchat, that's only for the ladies, man. You know what I mean? That's SIN, you understand me, FULTHEP, Sinful the P, all together. Fellas, leave me alone on the Snapchat, man. You know what I mean? There's been some of y'all that's been slipping up, you know what I mean, saying my bad and shit. And you right, nigga, it was your bad, nigga, because I keep reiterating, I keep repeating, man, do not hit me up on Snapchat. I'm not going to accept you. If you are a man, I'm not going to accept you on Snapchat. The only reason why Snapchat was created was for the attractive, beautiful women that want to sit up there and play with their little hair, you understand me, smoke their little cigarette, you know what I mean, because that's all they do on Snapchat. You know what I mean? You really find out, you know what I mean, about all the little fine, thick-ass Instagram girls. You really find out they really ain't got no life on Snapchat. But anyway, man, getting right into it, right? First of all, this whole little situation happened in Vegas, which is like a second home for me. You know what I mean? I'm born and raised Southeast Side Chicago. But Vegas was like a second home to me. Still is. So I know exactly where they were at, you know what I mean, in Planet Hollywood. And just to be real, they really wasn't facing no consequences, man. I just got to be real. Why? Because I've done 13 months in CCDC. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, for a nigga, if any nigga ever did time in Cook County, you know what I'm saying, to go from a place like Cook County to CCDC, you know what I mean? Like, it really wouldn't be considered a consequence. You know what I mean? Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Vegas is definitely with the business. You got Crips, Bloods, and Gersons that will give you your issue. You know what I mean? That's what out-of-town niggas think. They think that Vegas just consists of Las Vegas Boulevard. But no, Vegas got basically its locations where it'll take you to that end destination called the graveyard if you sit up there, you know what I mean, and say something or do something out of bounds. But getting right into it, man, they were in that Vegas. Breezy thought things was Swisher Street out here in these streets. See, that's what y'all problem is. You go to other places thinking things is Swisher Street. I said Swisher Street. Swisher Sweet in these motherfucking streets in different places. You understand me, like Vegas. Or you might go to Hawaii. You know what I mean? But listen, man. It's real niggas that will see where you find your ass in Okinawa. It's niggas that'll sit up there and find your ass in Bora Bora. When you dissing motherfuckers dead homies, when you dissing nations, organizations, you know what I'm saying, a nigga whole location, you know what I mean, a nigga will travel, you know what I mean, to where you at, man, and get into a confrontation with you, man. You know what I mean? This is a conversation that I wish I could have had with Lil JoJo. Real talk. Born and come before destruction. And I'm giving this to y'all. When y'all get into that studio, I know you want to say things that's going to generate a lot of views. I know you want to say things that's going to generate a lot of likes. But them little likes and them hearts that come up, you know what I mean, it's going to cost you. You want to be the clout king. A lot of y'all want popularity. So you will do things, you know what I mean, to put yourself, make provisions to put yourself in a situation that can sit up there and get you fucked up. And if you're not going to carry that thing on you, man, you know, you are walking L waiting to happen. And it was nothing truly but the Breezy did not get out of that situation because he was so tough. None of them boys was tough. I just got to be 100 with you. You know what I mean? From what I saw, 600 Breezy is a nice young man that got a potential future. You know what I mean? This day I could actually see all three of them sitting in somebody's full gospel missionary Church of God in Christ church. You know what I mean? These were three nice young men, you know what I mean, just coming out. I just got to keep that shit so 100. Not to minimize nobody's so-called gangster, but really, man, it was just three nice little young men, man, having a Bible study meeting, man. You know what I mean? That was about it. You know, I don't know why y'all gave this shit so much attention, man, because this was an L for Yella and Billionaire Black. You know, they had no business uploading this foolishness, man. Did they think that they was gonna get some clout of G points, you know what I mean, for just communicating with the man? And okay, so let me walk you through. Like I said, Breezy take the L for not having that thing on him. You know what I'm saying? You like, what state of mind are you in? You talk about people dead homies, you diss cliques, you diss motherfuckers' organization, and you think because you in a whole nother location that it's cool to be walking around with an H&M bag without that thing, nigga, you done lost your motherfucking mind. But just got to keep that thing all the way 100. That's one L right there, nigga, because you was supposed to. That thing, listen, when you dissing niggas dead homies and mama, and you talking about, nigga, I wish I could dig your homies up so I could kill them again, and you saying shit like that, acting as if you're demonic, satanic, acting like you problematic. You know, when you say these type of things, you got to be prepared for the consequences. So that means you got to keep that thing got to be omnipresent. It got to be with you at all time, because this is the type of energy that you putting out to the world. So like I said, niggas go to different states, you know what I'm saying, thinking that things are swisher sweet out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, and they end up getting into situations like that. Now, if you would have ran into some niggas that was with the business, you would have got your issue. You know what I mean? Niggas would have gave you a whole dental plan and gave you that pumpkin head. Now, he come out the store, he instantly know that Billionaire Black is not with the business. Okay, you can just look at him. He's a nice young man. He's a little Billy, brother Billy. He's just a nice young man. You know what I mean? This is the type of guy that's with a group of guys. And because he with a group of guys, or he might have a gun on him, he'll say something out of bounds or do something out of bounds because he's with a group of guys or he got a gun on him. He's not dangerous, folks. He's not it. You know what I mean? He got some cool little cute lyrics, you know, on beats and studios and stuff. You know, you boys be talking about drums and, you know, ARs and M16s and all this shit, you know, but just to keep it 100, he not about that. He's a nice, well-mannered young man, you know what I mean? But due to the fact that he was with Yella and, you know, they had got the scoop now. They got the little scoop that 600 Breezy was going to be coming out the door. You know, that he was at Planet Hollywood. See, this is all L's for them. I'll get to that later. But it was an L for Breezy because, number one, nigga, you a trophy right now. Just being 100, them was just the wrong niggas. They not with that. But to a nigga that ain't got shit going on right now, that can just whack your motherfucking ass, eradicate your motherfucking ass, and gain all of the clout, and finally be somebody, and be known as that nigga that finally put, you know what I'm saying, 600 Breezy away. Shit, nigga, you got life fucked up, nigga. Nigga definitely do that to you, nigga. You sitting over there with Drake, you know what I mean, getting awards and shit, you know what I mean, you traveling, you know what I mean, DJ Academics is mentioning you all the time, you know what I mean, you was just on the album. Come on, man, you gotta think, nigga, you a walking trophy, nigga, and when you don't have that thing on you, you a walking L waiting to happen. You got to have that thing. Making the type of music that this nigga makes, talking all that shit, it's niggas that's gonna try you just to sit up there and try you. Just period. You know what I mean? And when you talking about somebody's dead homies and all that shit, rightfully so. So, okay, that's one L for not having that motherfucking thing on you, man. You know what I mean? That's one L. And let me just linger on it just a little bit, because I wish I could have had this conversation with Lil JoJo. When you guys make that type of music, by all means, man, you know what I mean, be prayerful, be watchful, be mindful, and hope that God be merciful when you sit up there and go out into these streets, man. You want God to get into a continuity of providing mercy and love on your life. You are not going to survive because you're just so tough and you're just so G. No, you're living in a fantasy land. you only got a gun, a few guns. There's niggas that got more guns than you. There's niggas that got more artillery and more currency, you know what I'm saying, that's ready with the business to take you out. So, you know what I mean, you guys need to be more prayerful, man. After you make these type of songs, you putting this type of energy out there, it's going to come back to you. You always going to reap what you sow, and you're going to reap what you didn't sow. You know, and you niggas ain't sowing no positivity, so negativity is predestined to happen to you. You know what I mean? So that was one L right there. The second L was when I heard the nigga, you know what I mean, talk about, you know, that's my cousin. No, that's my cousin. They like, no, nigga, you better not say that, and you better not say that, nigga. Don't say that no more. You know, the nigga Billionaire Black, he was doing his best to sound gangster, but he kept looking in the camera and shit, you know, putting on the act. You know what I mean? Yeah, nigga, don't say that no more, nigga. Yeah, nigga, you know what I mean? All that fuck shit and woo, woo, woo. He wouldn't have been doing none of that if Yella wasn't there. He wouldn't have been doing none of that if the cameraman wasn't there. You actually think that Billionaire Black would have walked up to 600 Breezy by his motherfucking self and initiated this shit? No, he would not. And to keep it 100, if Yella was by himself, he would have asked for a motherfucking feature. He would have asked for some pictures or something. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I don't see Yella the way y'all see Yella. Yella is not a gangster to me. Yella is somebody that wants to be important. You know, his music is not good enough to make him important. I just got to keep it real with you. His music is not. The nigga sucks. You know what I'm saying? So he has to get into confrontations. He got to act like he problematic. He got to get into a fight. He got to beat somebody up. He got to get his ass beat. He got to shoot at somebody. Somebody got to shoot at him. Something of that nature has to take place for his name to be mentioned. It's never going to be, oh man, did you hear that new King Yella? It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that, people. You know what I mean? Because the boy just not talented. I can't think of one song that I even like by the boy. Now, as far as Billionaire Black, you know, Billionaire Black had the song with Lil J. They had a song back in the day, man, called So Arrogant. You know what I mean? I like that shit. That shit went. That should have been big. You know what I mean? His verse on there went. You know, Billionaire Black actually has some talent, but he don't got one G-bone. He don't got one gangster bone in his body. If you think I'm lying, ask God. If you think I'm lying, ask the streets. If you think I'm lying, sit up there, you understand me, and check his G-file. Oh, you can't check his G-file because nigga don't have one. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't have the confirmation on me, so I don't get into evangelism, you know what I mean, with the criticism on somebody's name unless I got confirmation of that information. But y'all already know the information that's been put out. You know, I haven't looked into it, and y'all know how I get out. I can't speak up on something that I'm not fully aware of. You know what I mean? That's why I never did a video. If you notice, Sinful the P ain't never called Tay 600 a snitch. If you notice, I've never done a video negative about Tay 600 because the shit, the motherfucking information was convoluted. You know what I'm saying? The people that was conveying the information, they didn't even have their story together. And honestly, you know, it was points when he was on Vlad that he actually made more sense telling basically what transpired than they did. So just to keep my name out of that shit, you know what I mean, and because I didn't have valid, irrefutable facts, I stayed away from it. Only time I'm gonna call a nigga a snitch or a motherfucking ordained lame is if I have incontestable facts that you niggas cannot fuck with, you know what I mean, stating that this nigga, you understand me, is a snitch. He's a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? And I don't have that for Billionaire Black. Y'all saying it, but I haven't read the paperwork myself, so I can't speak on that man. You know, what I can say is, you know what I mean, the boy is not a gangster. He's a well-mannered young man, you know what I mean, that, you know, Lil Billy just ain't got no business, you know, in this so-called gangster shit. You know, he really need to make a gospel rap album, you know what I mean? Like, when I be seeing him talk about drums and all of this shit, you know, it's the definition of cute. He don't have no business rap. A lot of y'all don't have no business rapping about stuff like that. You need to be rapping about, you know what I mean, positive things. You need to be on that Nas type shit. I know I can be where I I want to be. You know what I mean? Not to make it funny, but you need to be on that slick Rick shit. You know, hey young world. That's what you need to be on, man. You know, you don't have no business talking about some motherfucking Pac hit him up, or you know, Biggie beef type shit, or somebody gotta die tonight. You don't got no business making songs like that, because that's not you. It don't even fit you. You know what I mean? Street niggas or niggas that just got common sense, that ain't comic and discern and learn that has nothing to do with you. That's not you, man. You know what I mean? You a perfect square. You know, so that's how I see him. And like I said, when that nigga sat up there and kept looking back and forth in the camera, instantly y'all should have known that Billionaire Black was only doing this for views. He was only doing this for clout. He was only doing this for popularity. You know what I mean? And this nigga Yella, he travels cross country looking for a confrontation that he can get in, because he know his music is not going to do it for him. He know his music is not going to generate any type of success. All he want to do is get in position of popularity so he can get into situations of currency through basically whatever, you know what I mean, because of his clout. He wants y'all to worship him. He wants y'all to make him important, because the music is not going to do it. You know what I mean? So honestly, like, if y'all want to keep acknowledging King Yella, you could. I don't even feel right calling him King Yella. You know, the nigga ain't no king. Yella, that's his name. You know, we just gonna call him Yella, Billionaire Black, and 600 Breezy. I wouldn't even call. I don't know why you boys call yourself Breezy, but it is what it is. But you know, it was just L's, man. Anytime where you know a nigga location, you know where he's supposed to be at, and you don't get down, this is an L. You was in the spirit of delusion, nigga. What made you sit up there and post this bullshit? I saw the shit and I was like, and you know what I mean? Where is it at? And when that nigga 600, now he probably was a little shook in the beginning, because it's always that surprise look. You know what I mean? When you pull something on a nigga, or you come with a group of guys, that surprise look niggas be having on their face, like, you know what I mean? So he was like that for a little seconds, but see, you know what I mean? Just like I told y'all with Tommy Sotomayor, when he got into it with Tyreek, he was shook for 2 seconds. But see, once somebody see that you kind of like talking too much, and it's just nothing but verbal, and it's no physical going on, a nigga gonna smell that perfume on you. And I done seen it. You know what I mean? So a dog might be scared at first because they don't know how you coming. But once they start, you know, seeing weaknesses and shit like that, kind of like Whack 100 with Tretch, you know what I'm saying? Once the dog smell that fear, that perfume of fear, nigga, you's a bitch. And that nigga 600 Breezy, you know what I mean, seen that Billionaire Black wasn't even about that. First of all, nigga, you got on dick and booty holders, nigga. You shouldn't even been wearing the motherfucking pants, nigga. The pants that nigga got on be tighter than the hoes, you understand me, walking on Figaro. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfucking pants, nigga, you wasn't gonna fight nobody. You know what I mean? Yella looking like he 5 months pregnant. You know what I mean? The only way Yella gonna beat somebody ass because he tall and he got a little size on him. And if you don't have no hands, if you a shooter and you ain't never sit up there, you understand me, and been on some man-to-man type shit and did anything with your hands, then maybe you might get rebuked by Yella. But a nigga with hands that's constantly fighting all the time, you know, Yella ain't got no legs. Instantly, a fighter already be sizing the nigga up. Yella don't got no legs. This nigga built like a tall-ass Dr. Robotnik from Sonic 2. You know what I mean? And no, you know what I mean? A real nigga gonna be like, especially a nigga with some size on him, man, I'm about to sit up there and tear this nigga up. You know what I mean? Because the nigga got the reach. So, you know what I mean? You gonna sit up there and ain't even gonna be a boxing fight. Nigga with size just gonna sit up there and take that nigga down. He ain't got no motherfucking leg. You know what I mean? And Billionaire Black, he ain't even worth mentioning. He doesn't have any hands. You could just see it. That boy ain't got no motherfucking hands, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, if them niggas wasn't around, and if Billionaire Black had seen 600 Breezy in the motherfucking H&M store buying whatever the fuck he was buying, because that's suspect. Having an H&M bag in your hand, that's suspect. I just got to keep it real. That shit's suspect. You know what I mean? I hope he was buying something for the bitch. But anyway, you know what I mean? You see this nigga, and I could just see if 100 there black saw that nigga, he would have went the other way. He would have went the other way. He would have never went up to that nigga by himself, because if it was just a one-on-one, I could see 600 Breezy acting like a demon on this nigga. You know what I mean? Real talk. You know, do I think that Yella probably would have got Breezy? If he did, it was just going to be because of his size. He tall. It ain't because he got beautiful hands. It ain't because you going to see something amazing with them hands. No, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? Niggas be, and to keep it real, just being a real nigga, if you been into some fights, you done seen niggas that was muscle bound, big as a motherfucker, and they was just big and muscle bound for nothing. A lot of niggas just be working out just to cover up the fact that they can't fight. Don't let the appearance be the interference. You know what I mean? A lot of times niggas be hiding, you understand, behind all of that. And if you look past all of that shit that they barking and telling you what gang they in, and you look past all the motherfucking tattoos and all the shit he claiming, you'll see his bitch ass heart. You know what I mean? And you'll know that you talking to a bitch ass nigga, and you'll handle a bitch ass nigga like real niggas handle bitch ass niggas all the time. But just keeping that shit real, I'm kind of glad that nothing went down. You know what I mean? They both, I mean, all three of them are nice young men. They not gangsters. They not gang bangers. They not with that. They entertainers, man. You know what I mean? These are nice young men that just so happen to be in the entertainment industry. I hope that, you know, one day that Yella actually make a song that's decent. I hope 100 there black, you know, find some pants that finally fit him. You know what I mean? Instead of wearing the metrosexual clothes that he be wearing. And 600 Breezy need to just realize and come to the realization of his value, nigga. You at a higher plateau in life. You got to walk in your calling. You got to sit up there and walk with that thing, or you got to have your people around you. It don't mean that you scared, nigga. You just at another level in the life. When you start having a little money, you know what I mean, and you be able to travel and do your thing, bitches is on your dick. You know what I mean? You got over 100,000, 200 or 300,000, 500,000 followers on Instagram. See, once a nigga obtains certain things, shit become common to him, so he's not really appreciative or looking at stuff like that. So you can't really see yourself on that level, but just to let little bro know, he is on that level. You know what I mean? Niggas from the hood that ain't got shit going on, that's following 5,000 motherfuckers and only got 20 people following them and barely got $20 by the grace of God, you know, to him, you the motherfucking man. So when your value go up, you got to treat yourself like, you know what I mean, you the definition of value. You got to treat yourself like you the definition of valuable. You can't just be at places without that thing on you. And if you ain't gonna have that thing on you, you at least got to have one of your goons or somebody around you that got that thing on you. You know what I mean? Now, if you would have had you a motherfucking Benny Siegel looking ass nigga around you, you know what I mean? Or you would have had you a nigga that looked like, you understand me, he's starving and he'd do any motherfucking thing, you understand me, to come up around you, them niggas wouldn't even have approached you like that, I promise you. You know, but yeah, man, that's a wrap, man. I'm gonna post some more videos. You know what I mean? All three of them call L's. You know, Yella been taking L's. He gonna stay taking L's until he finally get off that goofy shit. That's all I want to see this nigga do. I don't want to see Yella in no fights. I don't want to see him pull a gun on nobody. I don't want to see him in no fight. If he want to impress me and other people that's like-minded, like, do something, like, do a song, man. Because it's like you got into it with Young M.A. You trying to use Rico Reckless name, you know what I mean, to get a buzz now. So it's like, if it don't be for dissing or confrontation, you know what I mean, his name don't come up in no conversation. You know what I mean? His name don't ring no bells when you speak about talent. And it's sad now that rap has become the WWF, WWE, WCW, because niggas ain't got no talent no more. That's terrible. You know what I mean? And Hunter Air Black, he actually has talent. He just got to stop wearing them gay-ass clothes and stop trying to act like something that he not. You know, but that's it, man. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Stay tuned. I'm going to post some more videos. It's Thursday. I might put up some TBTs or something like that. And if y'all want me to keep making videos similar to this, man, let me know. One, stay blessed.